Well, hello, folks. It is another Wednesday, and we are going to be ranking another puzzle game for the Game Boy. We currently have a list of 29 games, Tetris at number 1, Blodia at number 29. That means with this week, our 30th game will be added to this list. And to celebrate this particular milestone, we're going to play something that I'm a little more confident is going to fare well. This is a game, well, friend of the channel, Scoop Joey, streamed a significant portion of this game. Didn't do all of it? I don't think we got through all of it, but it was kind of a group effort with both Joey and chat sort of working through the puzzles, so I know this game pretty well. And just in general, it's a pretty good game. I believe it was originally for Japanese home computers under the name Pitman, and they made a version for Game Boy and they called it Catrap, all one word, so, you know, sort of like Getavin or Deadmau 5. It's supposed to be Cat Trap, but Catrap, I guess. Anyway, let's hop right on in, and if I at least should be able to see what I'm doing. Hopefully I can see what I'm doing. All right. 1990, Asmik. I don't think Asmik did the original. I think they might just be a publisher. Okay. So we can choose here. We can be Cat Boy or Cat Girl, I guess. And the main gist of this game, so there's these funny looking guys, and we just run right into them. Boom, they go away. And then you take these blocks and you push them over. So if you remember Flappy Special, we got kind of that going. But the big thing with this is if you press the B button, it makes an annoying sound. But if we press the A button, we have a fully functioning rewind. Now if we push the B button, it fast forwards back to where we were. And so let's just take this guy out and finish the first puzzle. And I need to shuffle around my windows here a little bit. There we go. I can see the audio. Alright. So if you play as Cat Girl, you get slightly different music. And we're going to kind of, now that I've sort of basically shown off the main mechanics, I'm going to rush through a few of these early stages. This is basically the tutorial at this point. So yeah, if you jump on these guys, you have to hit them from the side. Otherwise you just stand on top of them. Actually, while I'm here, let's just... Again, just to demonstrate something, so if we had pushed this block down here... Uh-oh, oops. Now we can't do anything. There, now we can do something again. And then this material here, we just sort of plow through it. And you'll notice that boulder is staying up there. Oh, it falls when we get out of the way. Alright, so if we do this now... Uh-oh, we're stuck over here. We can't jump, and that guy's blocking our way out. What if we do... No, I got it wrong again. That wasn't a demonstration, that was a genuine mistake. So we take him out first, then we go over here. And so, yeah, with a lot of these stages... So, okay, so here we gotta be kind of mindful of what we're doing, so we want to go down here now, this guy, push this in here, so that allows us to go back up. Now, if we fall in that hole, we're stuck, there's nothing we can do. If we climb down here, come up over here, and now we're still stuck in here, but it doesn't matter, because this is the last guy. And so again, if we want to hit those guys, we gotta get them side on. If we drop down here, well, yeah, we can't do that. So we push this over here. And there's a round select. I don't know if this is just going to let us pick any stage. Oh, yes it is. I'm probably doing this completely wrong, but I honestly didn't... I genuinely was not expecting it to let me do this. Unfortunately, Catboy is now officially stuck. Anyway. If I pause, yeah, scroll just lets you, I believe, yeah, you can kind of look around. Select lets you switch characters, restart and exit. So I guess the password is just how many of the stages you've cleared? That's interesting. You know, so like any game where pushing blocks or boxes or whatever happens to be the main mechanic, you have to be kind of mindful of, you know, sort of lateral moves. Like in this case, I think we want to clear that first. And then come up here, push this down, that way we fall into here. Okay, so we now have an enemy that doesn't fall when you knock the ground out from beneath them. Again, the early stages here are primarily tutorial. Like, is kind of surprisingly modern in that respect. I think I messed this up. Not this one. Yeah, because I want to go over here and do that. And then, not that. I got the right... yeah, so we're going to restart this just because the number of extra steps. I want to come over here, put that in there. Push this into place first and climb back up. Uh-oh. Oh, right. So, what did I miss? I missed a step in there somewhere. We can't drop down on this, so if we want to clear out this patch, which I don't think we do. Actually, yes, I changed my mind. We do want to do that. And push this down here, push this down here. This has got 100 stages, apparently. Again, or at least that's what it looked like from the, I'm gonna kind of push this out of the way and come over here. Oops. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Okay, so we want to do this. Now I can't dodge that. Again, this game follows very strict rules in that respect, so you can't run out of the way of a falling object. It's going to land on you. I think we want to clear that out first. Then come over here. So now we can push that out of the way. Get in here. Let's just hop ahead. Instead of going all the way to, like, the last stage, we just finished 16, so let's jump up to 26. So right now, if we push that there... You're gonna hear me say put that there a whole lot. That's gonna be a recurring motif. I'm gonna restart this. And again, a lot of the time restart is actually more useful than rewind. I wanna get this guy first, because he's kind of in the way. Okay, this should let me... Yeah, now I can hit him. And then we're going to take these remaining boulders. Yeah, that's enough. I feel like I messed this... Yeah, I definitely messed this up. We're gonna restart. Because again, restart still works pretty well. That's not much better. Okay. No, I don't think I should have done that. I want to get that out. Whoop. Nope, nope, rewind. Get this out of the way first. Push these down here. Clear this out. I feel like I probably want to keep that platform where it is, because now I can't reach those. I should put one of those on top. I think I just end up with the same problem here. This was probably the dumbest call I've made so far. As you do. But I mean, that's the style of game, you know. Okay, well at least this time we can push this over. And that should be enough to get us to the ladder. And there we go. So as soon as I walk through here, that path is going to become inaccessible, which means I probably need to approach it from the other side. Let's start by just pushing these down. I think I know what I did wrong. Okay, let's start this again. I come down here first. And then suppose we... Yeah, okay, we can't come up from underneath. We have to... Again, when we want to clear things out, it has to be done from the side. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, okay, that still blocks access to the ladder. This could be another case of overthinking. Okay, I can let this drop where it is. Or I can push it over, but if I push it over, it doesn't help us all that much more, because now they're stuck where they are. Okay. The other thing, if we just leave that guy alive... Yeah, wait. So again, because we got at the top of the ladder here, so we can sort of jump off to the side. Oh dear. Okay. No, that didn't help. Okay, that one looked a lot worse than it was. Okay, and so now we get one of the stages where we have both characters, and you press select. You can switch between them. And so basically he's going to fall in here, and then she's going to walk over top of him. That was round 30. Let's jump up to round 40. I don't remember what the story is with those guys. I'll just have to find out. No, I think that needs to stay there. For now. Yeah. Maybe. So I get that guy, and now we're stuck. Let's just restart. What's interesting here is that the steps required are not overwhelmingly complicated, but there's clearly a specific order in which they need to be done. Kick those both over. Do that. Actually, we can't do that. Well, I think maybe the first move is something completely different from what I'm thinking. Push this and this here, and then drop that. That was particularly incorrect. Is it possible to get in there first? Because maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. And I don't think it is, because now I can't get those guys. get him. Then he drops that rock. And then we just jump down here. There. Now at the very least, I don't need to worry about getting stuck up at the top. Because this is the last guy. Part of this music reminds me of Cave Story, and that's very exciting. Ooh, wait, hang on. That might have been a miscalculation. Okay. This is still a miscalculation. Okay, let's restart. Nope. Well, this unfortunately puts us in kind of the same position as last. Wait, nope, no, actually, if we do that, and we can kick this from here, and then we're shit out of luck. Drop him like that, kick the ladder, and as the perceptive of you will have noticed, we can jump down from here. Oh, these boulders can't go over the ladders. Okay. This sound effect is going to get annoying, mind you. To some extent, that can't really be helped. Okay, so there's a ladder over here, so I can climb back up. I don't know how necessary that's going to end up being. Possibly somewhat. Oh, well. I don't think this is going to be much better. Okay. No, this is causing more problems. I'm not going to count this one out just yet. This might still be okay here. I have my doubts, especially now. What if, let's just rewind this. No, because that's going to block the ladder. We can't get to the ladder now. And if we, yeah. We have to go this way, because otherwise we're stuck. And then the only way to go is this way. So that's what I did the first time. We'll leave him there. So this puts us in a position where there really isn't anything we can do. So the real problem here is that we gotta figure out what to do with all these extra little bonhommes here. Now we can't do that. So now, we take this guy out first, then come in here. Hardly elegant, but it seemed to work. Okay, so there's one ghost dude up at the top. Let's just get him out of the way first. Then we can go back over here and... now if we push this boulder... it's gonna get stuck. We don't want to get stuck. We don't want... let's go back over here. Get this guy. Kick this over. Get this guy. Let's just restart. Sometimes when it just doesn't look like it's gonna work, just restart. Okay, so I think maybe if we clear this out, and then this as well. Get him out of the way. Boot that over. And come over here. Oops. What about this fella? Okay, let's start over. Okay, so the trick is to know better than that. Oh, right. Yeah, we go all the way up here. Come back down here. We can take out one of those guys. Now let's just put that there. Oh, no, 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 no. You almost got me there. Now we want to get at this side first. Oof. Still made a mess. Alright. What if we leave that there, push this block, okay, now I'm going to pull that out, read that however you wish, anyway. I must say, this hour has absolutely flown by. Which isn't always the case with these ranking videos. I probably should have left one of those alive. I don't know why, I'm just guessing. There, that was not helpful. I'm gonna get all three of these fellas? Oh, that'll work. Yeah. Get the guy on top, kick out the box, jump in here, kick out this one, kick it out again. And I can't reach the ladder. I need to push another boulder over. But that begs a rather complicated question. So if I push that box over, well, now I can't get the other one into position. Alright, not sure what to do here. Okay, no, actually, I am. And then you come down. Now, we're gonna go all the way around over here to this fella. Get him out of the way. Go all the way around again. Bang! I'm gonna go back to a couple earlier stages just so that we'll have enough time to do them, because I want to play a couple more. Just a couple more. Just one more game, Mom. Just one more, please. I'm not tired. One more, just one more. I can quit anytime, just one more. Alright. So this is an interesting one because, of course, we've got these... these little ghoul fellas over here. There's probably a more efficient way to do that. Whatever, we cleared the stage in 38 seconds. What do you want? And okay. I'm gonna have to put down the controller, and we're gonna have to put this on the list. But boy, did I enjoy playing some more of that game. And right out of the gate, I'm going to say it's better than Nuntan. So we're already looking in this territory right here. And it's not better than Tetris. I mean, what is? I didn't actually give my final thoughts on this. I just went right into the ranking. But I mean, the final thoughts are, you know, it's pretty straightforward. I enjoy this game an awful lot. But I think it acts as a very interesting contrast to, you know, Primitive Princess, which we played last week. It's a similar game in terms of, you know, like there's, you know, like puzzles and platforming, and you have to take gravity into account, and you can't jump. And you have like these specific moves that you can do. But like you think about like the big problem with Primitive Princess, again, where it had limited lives, and that sort of made all the other problems worse. What sticks out about this game specifically is just how well it handles specifically that stuff. So, you know, having the fully functional rewind, even if you don't really... It's more time consuming than not at a certain point, but it's still there and it works. And I mean, there's no real... You don't really die in the game. I guess you could put the game into an unwinnable state, but like you don't really have lives. So you don't have lives, and you have a fully functional rewind. And what you end up with is a game that, well, I wouldn't say it encourages experimentation so much as it doesn't discourage experimentation, right? Again, going back to Primitive Princess, that was the frustration there, was that experimentation always had the risk of death, and the risk of death always had the risk of losing lives, which had the risk of going back to earlier stages. And this has none of that. And so from the perspective of, what we'd call like user experience, UX, or what gamers will sometimes call quality of life, I mean, this is a game that is a perfectly adequate puzzle game with like a really, really good user experience, really good quality of life features. And it does lead to, you feel like, no, let me start over. It feels like you naturally are led towards playing the game in the way that you're meant to. Like the intended play of this is sort of communicated fairly clearly. The stages do take their time to ramp up in difficulty, but I imagine for most people that's a positive, That means that you have a solid understanding of each thing before they start introducing new mechanics. About the only thing I really don't care for is the audio. I think the rewind sound effect is annoying as hell, and the music's fine in short bursts, like we played this for an hour and alternated songs pretty regularly. Playing this for a long session, that music can start to get a bit grating, especially if you're stuck on a puzzle for a long time and you're not hearing any change in music, and you're just... It's kind of a lot. It's I don't have a good adjective for specifically what I mean, but yeah, it's like the music is just so upbeat that it becomes tiring to listen to. Okay, anyway, with that, it's better than Non Tanto Isho, and it's not as good as Tetris. It's better than Boxel. It's very similar to Boxel, actually. I think this like Boxel platformer, but this game, again, Boxel, the rewind feature was a little underwhelming as compared to how it is here. Yeah, I think this, again, a really good version of Sokoban might beat this. No, it wouldn't. No, it still wouldn't. This game is still... It's just that little bit more fun. That little bit more fun. Is it better than Puzznik? Yes, it is. And that is a great version of Puzznik. I came back to that a couple times. Is it better than Samegame? Yeah. Yeah, it is. But not Dr. Mario. Though, again, I mean, I do these things by genre to try and avoid comparing apples to oranges, and I think, yeah, Catrap and Dr. Mario are apples and oranges, frankly. But I guess at some point you just gotta make a call. Catrap. Catrap. Our new number 3. That means we now have a super solid top 5 right there. I mean, a couple of these will probably get we'll get bumped out of the top 5, but there's some good stuff there. Pretty solid top 10. And overall, we now have, I guess, let's say 15, top 15, pretty good. And we've got a top 30. And so we're going to have to think about what game I'm going to play next week. I'm trying to get through as many of the rough ones as I can, but I don't want to be just rough ones. But I have a couple things in mind. We'll see. But for right now, that is going to be me for this evening. I will be back tomorrow night with live improvised music. And I see that our good buddy Psychedelic Eyeball is on. He's playing some Deus Ex. It's a remake of some sort, looks like. Deus Ex Revision. Yeah, I think that's a new one. Or a new remake. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back with live improvised music production on Saturday night. We're going to be back to our regularly scheduled games on Mellow Monday, this Monday. And, of course, Lufia and more of this next week. So until then, thanks for coming by, thanks for watching, and I do hope to see you next time. So bye for now.